Good day and welcome. Today we take you inside one of the strangest mysteries of modern times. A capital city built from scratch. A city larger than New York, filled with grand avenues, palaces and towering government complexes, yet eerily empty. Why such waste?
Stay with us as we journey into the heart of Myanmar and uncover the story of Naypyidaw, the city the world can't quite understand.
If you saw this, you might think the world had ended. No traffic, no horns, just silence. But this isn't a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie. This is real. Welcome to Naypyidaw, the capital city of Myanmar. A city so massive, so meticulously designed, that it looks like it should rival Beijing, Washington, or even London. And yet, hardly anyone is here. Why would a government spend billions to build a capital no one asked for in a place where no one wanted to live? The answer is stranger and darker than you think. Because Naypyidaw isn't just a ghost city. It's a riddle, a symbol, and maybe a warning to the world. Stay with me, because what you're about to see will change the way you think about cities, power, and the strange future of urban life. November 2005. In the dead of night, without warning, Myanmar's ruling generals began moving government offices, soldiers, and their families out of Yangon, the bustling colonial-era capital. Where were they going? To a remote patch of scrubland in the middle of the country. No public explanation, no grand announcement, just one day the government seat was gone. And a year later, on November 6, 2006, exactly at 6:37 a.m., a time chosen by astrologers, Myanmar's new capital city was officially declared. Its name? Naypyidaw, which translates to Abode of Kings. But was it really a royal dream or a paranoid fortress built by generals terrified of their own people? From above, Naypyidaw is breathtaking. Wide boulevards stretching endlessly, gleaming government buildings shaped like palaces, stadiums, hotels, and monuments scattered across manicured lawns. The city is 4 times the size of London. That's right, a metropolis so vast you could fit London inside it 4 times over. But here's the eerie part. Most of it is empty. The hotels? Vacant. The stadiums? Rarely used. The boulevards? Devoid of cars. 16-lane highways, designed for parades and motorcades, are so empty that locals joke you could play a full game of soccer right in the middle of the road. And they're not wrong. A city built for millions houses only a few 100,000, many of them government workers forced to relocate. So why build a city so massive when you knew no one wanted to come? To answer that, you need to understand Myanmar's ruling junta. For decades, the military ran the country with an iron fist. Critics silenced, protests crushed. And Yangon, the old capital, was restless, crowded, full of dissent. Some believe the generals built Naypyidaw as an escape hatch, a safe zone where they could rule from a distance. Think about it. Surrounded by jungle, far from the coast, harder for foreign forces to invade. Massive highways, perfect for moving tanks and troops quickly. And military bases hidden within the city itself. But here's the chilling part. The design wasn't just practical, it was paranoid. Legend has it that astrologers advised the exact date and even the minute the capital should be moved to protect the generals from bad luck and rebellion. So is Naypyidaw a capital or a bunker? But let's step inside. What is it actually like to live here? Picture this. You wake up in a freshly built apartment. Your street is spotless. The air is clean. But when you step outside, it feels like you're in an abandoned theme park. Shops stand empty. Restaurants wait for customers that never come. The main library, built to hold millions of books, is eerily silent, with shelves half empty.
And then there's the zoo.
Yes, Naypyidaw has its own zoo, stocked with animals imported from abroad. Lions, tigers, elephants. A strange attempt to give the city life. But without people, even the zoo feels unsettling. One visitor described it perfectly. It's like walking through a city built for giants. Everything is massive, but no one is around. Of course, not everyone left. Naypyidaw has a population of roughly 1 million on paper, though the real number is far lower. Who are they? Mostly government workers, soldiers, and their families. For them, life is strange but safe. The streets are clean, crime is almost non-existent, there's no traffic, no chaos. Some even say it's peaceful. But peace at the cost of emptiness. Children go to schools with more classrooms than students. Hotels host conferences with more chairs than guests. One journalist who visited said it felt like being an extra in a movie where the main actors never showed up. Here's the bigger question. Why spend billions on this? Myanmar is not a rich country. In fact, when Naypyidaw was being built, much of the population lived in poverty. Infrastructure crumbled. Villages lacked electricity. And yet the regime poured billions into marble government halls, lavish fountains, and oversized roads. Was it an investment in the future? Or a monument to vanity? Many argue it was both. But here's the catch. Unlike Ordos, China's ghost city built by speculative investors, Naypyidaw wasn't built for profit. It was built for control. And in that sense, it worked. When foreigners visit Naypyidaw, they don't forget it. In 2014, the city hosted the ASEAN Summit. Journalists flew in from around the world only to find themselves in a city that felt surreal. They stayed in luxury hotels with hundreds of empty rooms. They drove down highways with no cars. They met in conference halls that echoed with emptiness. It was meant to impress the world, but instead it left the world asking, why would anyone build a capital that looks like a ghost town? So what does Naypyidaw really mean? On the surface, it's a story about Myanmar. But if you look closer, it's a warning for all of us. Because Naypyidaw is what happens when leaders build cities not for people, but for power. It's what happens when ambition ignores reality. And maybe, just maybe, it's a glimpse into the future of other nations. After all, how many cities today are built for prestige, not practicality? How many mega projects look dazzling, but fail to serve the people who need them most? Naypyidaw may be the strangest capital in the world, but it's not the only one built on empty dreams. Today, Naypyidaw is still quiet, still half empty. But slowly, change is coming. More businesses are setting up. Families are moving in. Will it ever feel like a real city? No one knows. But here's the haunting thought. Maybe it was never meant to. Maybe Naypyidaw was always meant to be what it is today, a city of silence, a fortress disguised as a capital. And perhaps the people were never part of the plan. So, here we are. A city larger than London, built in secrecy, ruled by superstition, guarded by paranoia. Naypyidaw is real. It exists, but it raises a question that echoes far beyond Myanmar. What makes a city alive? Is it the buildings, the highways, the glittering monuments? Or is it the people? And if it's the people, the Naypyidaw is not a capital. It's a stage, waiting for actors who may never come. The story of Naypyidaw isn't finished.
But maybe, just maybe,
It's not a story about the future. Maybe it's a warning from the present. And if you thought this was strange, wait until you see what comes next. Because across the world, there are more cities like this. Empty, silent, mysterious. Subscribe, hit the bell, and join us on our next journey. Because the world is full of cities with secrets they don't want you to know.